Hello children, I hope you're all safe and well and enjoying your learning at home. I'm back with Minnie and Big Ted and we're here again to read you a story. And my story today is called You Can't Take an Elephant on the Bus. That would be very strange, wouldn't it? You were sitting on a bus and suddenly an elephant came and sat by you. And let's see what happens in the story today. Turning over the front cover. You can't take an elephant on the bus. On our title page you can see lots of bus tickets that you need in order to go for a ride on a bus. Without a ticket you wouldn't be able to have a journey on a bus. You can't take an elephant on the bus. It would simply cause a terrible fuss. Elephants' bottoms are heavy and fat and would certainly squash the seats quite flat. Don't sit a monkey in a shopping trolley, for monkeys are naughty and find it jolly to snatch your shopping and chuck it about. No, leave monkey at home when you go out. Nor should a tiger travel by train. Think of the panic, think of the pain. Tigers are built to spring and to leap. Think of the passengers, half asleep. You imagine if you're on the train and you suddenly had a big tiger come and sit next to you. That would give you an almighty fright. It would give me one. And don't hail a taxi if the driver's a seal. With such slippery flippers, he can't grasp the wheel. The taxi will slither and probably swerve, then throw everyone out at the very next curve. Don't think I'd want to be getting in a taxi with the driver as a seal. Especially if he's going to drive like that. A centipede on roller skates is rather bizarre. With 100 feet he'd go fast and go far. But to put on his boots would take him an age. He'd get in a temper, he'd get in a rage. Gosh, that would take a very long time to have to put those shoes on. Could you imagine if you'd got the 100 feet and you'd have to put all of those shoes on before you got to school? And don't put a camel in a sailing boat. It's far too tricky to keep afloat. His hump and his feet would, I think, capsize the vessel and make it sink. I think he would. I think he'd be far too heavy. And the boat's going under the sea, sinking down, down into the water. A giraffe in an aeroplane wouldn't be right. The roof of a plane just hasn't the height. With legs and a neck so bony and long, a giraffe on a plane would simply be wrong. Oh gosh, don't think he'd fit on very well. Far too tall for the plane. And don't ask a whale to ride a bike. Just imagine what it would be like without a bottom to sit on the seat? And how would he pedal without any feet? That would be a little bit difficult to pedal along without any feet. I don't think he'd get very far. A pig on a skateboard, another mistake. He'd be too heavy, it would probably break. Or his trotters would trotter, unable to grip, and up and over the skateboard would flip. Oh gosh, I don't think he'd want to be flipped over. And I wouldn't put a hippo in a hot air balloon. The basket's too small, there wouldn't be room. And if it did fly, with hippo's great weight, it would come crashing down in a terrible state. Oh dear, it would. He's far too heavy for that hot air balloon. And never let a bear near an ice cream van. Bears gobble up ice cream as fast as they can. And if they're stopped, they get annoyed. And an angry bear is one best to avoid. Oh, I don't think you'd want to take that ice cream off that bear. I don't think he'd be very happy at all. Then how can we travel? The animals shout. How can we animals get carried about? What's the best vehicle? We haven't a clue. Well, I've got an idea. How about you? I wonder how they will get about. Yes, animals on roller coasters are good for a laugh. There's room here for everyone, even giraffe. So it's goodbye to skateboards, balloons and that bus, for we now have a conveyance that suits all of us. Have all managed to get inside a car on the roller coaster. Every single animal. And that is the end of my story today. Have you ever been on a roller coaster? Have you ever been on a train or a bus? I hope you enjoyed my lovely story, and Minnie, Big Ted and I will be back very soon to read you another one. So take care and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.